Welcome everybody to tonight's Community College Showcase. We are so excited to have all of you from CUSD joining us and our amazing community college partners. Before we get started, a couple housekeeping items. I do want to start with our live translator who will be translating in another room. So Carmen, if you want to introduce yourself and onboard some of our participants, we would greatly appreciate that.
Buenas noches. Mi nombre es Carmen Tabernetti. Estoy aquí como intérprete durante esta reunión. Vamos a empezar con estas instrucciones en español. Would you like me to go over all the instructions in Spanish? Oh, I think so. Aquí dice que son bienvenidos a la exposición universitaria. La traducción en español está disponible para las familias y estudiantes y miembros de la comunidad. Para acceder a la traducción, haga clic al botón que se encuentra abajo de la pantalla de Zoom y elija la opción español. Su cámara y audio está desactivado. Si tiene preguntas, puede mandar esa información al email aquí presente.
Thank you so much. Here we go. I'll get you started. Okay, are we all ready to go? Wonderful. Okay, friends. Well, thank you so much. Some housekeeping items for you today.
Gracias.
Actually.
Are you able to still hear me?
I am.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Let me see. Here we Can you hear me, Carmen?
I can hear you. Yes. Can you hear me?
I can. And are you in the interpretation room?
I believe I am.
Okay, let's see. Kristen, how do I mute that again? Sorry, everybody. Give me just a second here so that we make everybody Are we still okay, Carmen? Okay, good. We are good to go. Sorry, friends. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and move on. So tonight is going to be one of our showcases for community colleges. This presentation is being recorded so that you can view it at another time. All of you are muted, your video is off, okay? So you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the information. Submit your questions in the Q&A section of tonight's webinar if you have any questions for our presenters. We will answer them at the end when we have time for some Q&R. A post survey will be sent to you via Calendly, so if you could just let us know how we did and what your recommendations might be for next year, we would greatly appreciate it. So tonight's structure is going to be a showcase, okay? So we will be presenting 6 community colleges in Southern California for you to learn more about. Each school will present for 6 minutes, so please take note of the schools that are piquing your interest, right? Get those college reps' email addresses so that you can reach out to them. The order of the schools that you see on the screen is the order in which our schools will be presenting this evening. So thank you so much to our college rep partners for joining us this evening. And without further ado, I'm going to pass it off to Marco at Saddleback College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marco Madariaga. I am the Program Outreach Specialist at Saddleback College. So we can go on to the next slide. So just some quick facts about Saddleback. Our main campus is located in the southern end of Mission Viejo, across the Mission Viejo Mall. Irvine Valley is our sister school. And right now, we're slowly bringing everyone back on campus. We have 30% capacity in in-person classes. We're hoping to move forward as we move on towards the next semester. We offer over 270 degrees, certificates, and an occupational skill awards in 190 areas. Next slide, please. So one of the popular choices at Saddleback College is a career education program where we offer more than 100 certificates of achievements and occupational skill awards. These are short-term programs that help you get started without the debt. All of these programs and the classes that are being offered in order are to increase your skill set for your certain occupation you're studying. Okay, next slide, please. So one way we're making this affordable for you is the zero textbook cost. So at Saddleback, we offer over 371 courses that use zero textbook costs. What that means is you won't have to buy a single textbook, and all your materials are being given to you by the professor. This has shown to save us money, to save you as a student money. And right now we have 26 degrees and certificates that actually participate in this program. So depending on your program, it could be up to little to no cost. Next slide, please. One thing I do want to highlight as well is the Promise program. So this pays for your 2 years of college. It pays for your tuition, your books, your health fees, the parking, and all that good stuff. Next slide. And last but not least, I would like to offer Zoom hours. So every first and last Thursday of every month from 3:30 to 4:30, I do virtual Zoom. You are more than welcome to stop on by, ask me any questions, or if you think I spoke too fast and you said, I need some more information on this, go ahead and join me. The next one is next week. So I look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you.
So I just jump right in. All right, there we go. So good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Olagi. I'm the Outreach Program Specialist for Golden West College. For those of you who may be unfamiliar with our campus, we are located in Huntington Beach, California, just straight up the 1 freeway, not too far from most districts. Sorry, apparently the ice cream truck just got here. But tell you a little bit about who we are. We are a community college, much like all the other presenters here. There are 115 of us within the state of California. We're not a whole lot different from most of the offerings that you're going to see tonight. But what really sets us apart is 1, the size of the campus, 2, the location, and then 3, those academic programs and career education certificates. With just a minute, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what sets Golden West apart. First and foremost, as a medium-sized college, one of the things we like to promote is we have greater access to for students to get to their counselors, speak with their faculty members, have access to resources, programs like financial aid, our disabled students programs and services, counseling, our veterans resources, campus life, anything along the lines that's designed to support our students through their academic journey. Also, due to our size, parking is never an issue. So again, if you're coming from Capo, again, joining us over at Huntington Beach at Golden West, parking should never be an issue for you. Next slide, please. When we talk about the academic programs at GWC, we offer over 60 different associate degree programs, all the major meta programs that you'd expect. So major programs like art history, English, psychology, philosophy, history, business, all the major programs that you're familiar with and are very popular, we offer those. It seems like a very small offering, but again, it's more not so much small as much as it is focused. Similarly, we offer over 40 different certificate programs. You'll notice that again, there's also a caveat that says GWC is one of the top 10 schools for career education completion. The reason being our offerings for career education preparation is very focused. We like to get our students in and out of their education and onto their career field where they can make a happy salary. Of those programs that we celebrate at Golden West College in our certificate career education departments, the 5 most popular would be our automotive technology, of which we celebrate a partnership with Honda Motors. We also have cosmetology and an estheticianship program. We have nursing, which is perhaps one of the most recognizable and respected programs in the state. We have a police academy on our campus for law enforcement. And then lastly, our digital arts, which also houses computer science. All within is video and audio engineering and computer science for video game programming and design. Next slide, please. We also celebrate a very robust campus life. For our size of campus, we have over 40 different clubs and organizations, everything that has to do with lifestyle, social, political, academic, honor societies, and so forth, we have a club that'll fit almost any interest level of a student. Part of the beauty also of higher education is if we don't offer a club that speaks to your interests right off the bat, all you need is 4 friends and you can start any club of your own. So again, that's not something that's unique to Golden West, but again, that feeling and dedication to our students is what sets us apart. Next slide. When it comes to athletics, yeah, we do that and we do it very well. Golden West, along with our sister school, Orange Coast College, OCC, we go back and forth with being the leader in the state for state championships in sports. We offer over 22 different athletic programs, including what you see on the screen. We also offer football, diving, swimming, women's softball, any sport, really, any major sport that you can think of, except for wrestling. Next slide. And in my final moments, I do want to tell you about the Promise program. Most of our college campuses are going to offer you this. And what it really does is it breaks down to this. If you are a student, again, a US citizen student, we always suggest that you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid. If you do that, or if you're an undocumented student, you can fill out the California Dream application. Once those items are submitted, one of 2 things happens. Either you qualify for the great amount of support through financial aid, which community college students can be awarded upwards of $16,000 per year, or if your family makes too much money, or if as an undocumented student you don't qualify, then our campus-based program will kick in. That being said, our program, our Promise program, will cover your tuition, your cost of tuition, the cost of your tuition, as well as give you a $400 per semester book voucher. And then we're going to also give you a free parking permit for once we return to campus. And then lastly, we'll cover all your student fees. These are the steps to get started, but I put some information there in the chat. If you'd like, there's some links for more videos and information that you can access on the web, or these 3 steps are how you can get started. Simply apply, complete the online orientation, submit your map, your My Academic Plan, and you're off and ready for next June to register for your classes. Thank you so much for your time, and please consider Golden West College.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Cassandra Lawrence. I'm one of the adjunct outreach counselors and counselor for the Charter Experience Pledge Promise program. I'm sure you've heard it called a lot of different things, basically 2 years free tuition. And at Cypress, we have a motto saying that we take this journey together, and we really mean that. From the start to the end of your journey, whether that's getting a bachelor's degree, getting into a rewarding career, we're here to help you make that happen for you. So next, thank you. So I want to talk a little bit about our transfer rates. I know a lot of students are interested in transferring to the universities. So I have some numbers here on our students that transferred to UCI from our 2-year free tuition program. 100% of the students that applied to the University of Irvine were accepted through UCI tag. Those are Charter Experience students. Almost half of our students are on the deans or the honor roll at Cypress College, and 43% of our students earned a 3.0 or higher. We also have transfer agreements with other universities like Riverside, Santa Barbara, Long Beach, Los Angeles, Fullerton, and Irvine. So if your student is interested in going to one of those universities, we can help them get there. We also have an amazing program called 2+2+1 from associates to masters at Cal State Fullerton. We have the opportunity for students to do 2 years free at Cypress College with an accounting associates, if that's something that they're interested in. And then they would transfer at Cal State Fullerton for 2 years free and get their bachelor's in business administration with an accounting concentration, and then a 1-year free master's program at Cal State Fullerton. So if your student is possibly interested in accounting, that's an opportunity that's available for them at Cypress College. So benefits of going to Cypress College and being a part of our free tuition program. We have free tuition for your first 2 fall and spring semesters. Of course, every college is going to offer you free tuition, but this is what kind of sets Cypress apart. We have priority registration for our students. So I know that's sometimes a big concern for students if they're going to get those classes that they need. We ensure that you'll get the classes you need by getting that earlier registration from the general population of students, personalized support from counselors like myself, and an academic success coach that really want to help you through the transition from high school to college. We also have peer mentorship programs. So students that have just finished their first year at college, they're going to be able to help you with your first year of college. So we try to pair students up with people that are in similar major, similar interests. We also want to make sure that you're completing your goals in a timely manner, making sure that whatever your goal is to transfer in whatever time that you're sticking to that goal. And we also provide free laptops for our students. So a laptop that you get to take and keep forever, because we know that you need a laptop in order to succeed in college. We also have leadership and employment opportunities for our students that are in our program and are interested in working and being a leader on campus. So we have our transfer center available to students. So that way, if their goal is to transfer, that's available to them. All community some of the UCs, there are options for transfer admission guarantee, like with UCI, Santa Barbara, schools like that. We also have associate's degrees for transfer. So those are specific degrees that help you transfer to a university, and you even get a small GPA boost. It may not be the university of your choice, but you're guaranteed admission if you fulfill the requirements of associate's degrees for transfer. So if you liked what you heard about Cypress College today, please apply to Cypress College. The application is open now. Make sure that you're applying to financial aid, attending those FAFSA nights that your high school is setting out for you, and also attend Connect to Cypress. So we have an event coming up soon, and I would love to see some of you there if you're interested in Cypress College or any of the amazing programs we have to offer. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the chat, and I hope to see some of you soon. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eduardo Cervantes. I'm the outreach specialist at Orange Coast College, and we want to thank you for taking the time this afternoon to be with us and hear about our colleges. So Orange Coast College, if you're not sure where we're located, we're in the city of Costa Mesa. A lot of students and parents know where the Orange County Fairground is located. We're actually right across from the Orange County Fairground. We're one of the larger community colleges, so when you attend Orange Coast College, it does feel like you're attending a university, and we pride ourselves in giving you that university experience. Because we're a large community college, we offer over 285 different degrees and certificates, either to transfer or the certificate programs that some of the other colleges were talking to you about called career education. I'll show you in a second a couple of our athletic programs that we have, but something we do offer as well for our students is a study abroad program. We hope once again to continue that this upcoming summer. Now, although we're a large community college, still the average class size for our students is about 30 to 40 students in the classroom. And yes, even though we're a big community college, it doesn't feel like you're lost at our campus. Next slide, please. So what I wanted to show you is some of our new buildings that we have at Orange Coast College. These are waiting for you guys, the students, to come and take advantage of. Now, we currently do have housing. We're the only community college currently in Orange County that offers housing to our students, and it's on campus. It's been open for about 1.5 years, and basically right now, we're almost full. It's almost full to capacity, but the good thing is that every year, the contracts will be renewed. So there'll be spots when students are leaving our campus. So if you're looking to live on our campus, please talk to us after you've applied to Orange Coast College about how you can become a part of our harbor. Now, we also have a college center. So a college center is brand new. And something I wanted to highlight about our college center is we do have our Captain's Table restaurant. So our culinary students do run the, do have the culinary program that is one of the top programs in our campus. So if you're interested in culinary arts, please visit our Captain's Table. We also have an aquatic complex. We have a student union and a few other buildings that we're going to show you. Or if you come visit us or visit our campus, we can give you a tour of our campus. Next slide, please. So if you wanted to know some of the popular programs at our campus, here's a slide that tells you a little bit more. One of the programs that a lot of students don't realize we have is aviation, so our students can fly airplanes or fix airplanes at our campus. We do have fashion design, we do have welding, photography, and like I mentioned, these are just a few out of the 285 different degrees and certificates we offer. Next slide, please. So like the other colleges were telling you, we do transfer students to the universities. If you were to look at the data from the students that we transfer to the Cal States and the UCs, you'll find out that every year, usually us or Fullerton are usually the top in Orange, and the 9 community colleges in Orange County to transfer students combined to the UCs or the Cal States. With that being said, we do transfer a lot of our students. We do have the UCs or the guarantees to the UCs and the Cal States as well for the ADTs. And we are a Western undergraduate exchange participant. So those, especially if you're looking to transfer to an out-of-state university. We also offer an honors program at our campus. With our honors program, we offer 16 honor societies that our students can join. And a lot of our students do go through honors because they want to get into UCLA. So all the community colleges see here tonight, if we do have an honors program, usually it's between 80 to 85% to 90% of students who get into UCLA. You just need to talk to our honors program and we can tell you how you can get into UCLA or some of the other universities that you see here like Gonzaga, Mills, Georgetown, and some other competitive universities. Next slide, please. So like Ben was mentioning, we do offer sports. We are very competitive. Remember, there's 116 community colleges in the state, and we all compete for state championships. So here are some of our athletic programs that we offer. 2 of the unique ones that I want to make sure that you're aware of is crew or rowing. We do have a waterfront campus in Newport Beach, and our students who want to do crew will be able to go and use a boathouse out of that Newport Bay. And we also have dance and cheer, which is very competitive. Next slide, please. So this is my last slide. And with the last seconds, I wanted to tell you about the process. The application is open at this time and you should be able to apply now. And then what we're trying to do is get you to register with us, hopefully at OCC. Our registration will start in mid-June. So if you want to become a pirate, then please feel free to apply as soon as possible. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And what I'll do right now is I'll post some information on the chat. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Marcy Mendoza, and I'm a counselor at Irvine Valley College. Thank you for inviting me tonight. So I'll go ahead and share some information about our college. And like my colleagues were saying, we are 116 California community colleges, and you know, we all offer something completely different. We all have something in population size that can change. So I'll give you some information and great things about Irvine Valley College. Slide. So at glance, IVC is actually fairly new compared to most of our fellow community colleges here. We're built in 1985. We offer about 80 different majors within liberal arts, fine arts, sciences, and technologies. And we have over 70 different career technical education certificate programs. We host about 15,000 students, which is a little bit smaller than a lot of my colleagues. But it is a beautiful campus at IVC. If you're looking for something a little bit more homey, something that is not so large, and maybe you're wanting that stepping stone between a university and high school, community college is a great place to be, especially IVC with it being a little bit smaller. And, you know, there's always great parking, great community on campus, great places to hang out. Definitely a good place to be. We do offer a lot of student activities, everything from clubs. We have an ASIVC, which is kind of like ASB in high school, organizations, co-curricular activities. And if something's not there, you can definitely start your own club. We have performing arts, everything from music, musical theater, theater arts. And then we offer a ton of different sports with athletics. And we even have IVC esports program, which is for all of my computer gamers and interested computer fanatics. That is new to our campus and definitely thriving and popular. Slide. So just at glance, these are some of our career technical education programs that we offer. Like I mentioned, we have over 70 different programs, and these are just some of the programs that are highlighted. Everything from accounting to theater arts, real estate and paralegal are probably some of our most competitive and popular programs. Our technical education certificates are job training, high skilled, high wage, high demand certificates. So the essence is you complete a certificate and you are prepared to work in the area in the field that of interest. Definitely very popular. Our certificates are also stackable. So we have students that are earning many, many certificates at a time. Slide. So this is where we like to brag as IVC. So IVC being the smaller community college, we are actually #1 in transfer. And that means that we send the largest volume of students to transfer, particularly into the University of California system from Orange County. We also are #1 transfer to UC Irvine. So a lot of our students definitely apply to the UCs, and it shows when we earn the #1 transfer rate in California. Amongst our 9 Orange County community colleges, we actually send the most students to transfer to UC Santa Barbara, LA, Riverside, and San Diego. So if you're looking to transfer, IVC is a great place to be. We love to help students. And as a counselor, this is something that we are constantly working with students on your academic plans, your maps, to get you to what you need to do, to your goals and your career and academic goals. We refer you to the honors program. We have TAG, ADTs, which is Associate's Degree for Transfer. So there's a lot of different great programs to get you to where you want to be, especially if you're looking for that transfer. Slide. So much like my colleagues, we all have a promise program. IVC's promise program is also 2 years of free community college. The great thing about our promise program is not only do we cover tuition, but we also cover the health fee, the ASIVC, which is kind of like the ASB that you might have paid in high school. We get a bookstore voucher. We have personalized counseling. We have success workshops. And in order for you to qualify for the promise program, the big deadline is May 10th of 2022. Now, I know this sounds like it's a very long time away from now, but we do want to get you started on this process, and you can start applying to IVC today to make the promise program. My next slide, you can switch over, is going to give you the most important steps of how to become an IVC student. So there are 8 steps to become an IVC student. Everything can be done online. Some things are being brought back in person. And we are able to host a lot of these steps in person as well as online. So to become a student, the first and foremost thing is that you need to apply to IVC. Once you apply, then everything else, steps 2 through 8, will come along with that. But everything will need to be done by May 10th in order for you to be Freshman Advantage, which is the priority registration, and to be granted that Promise Program honor. So in order for you to apply for honors, FAFSA is going to be, in order for you to apply for the Promise Program, the FAFSA is going to be key and very important. But thank you so much for having me today. I will go ahead and put my information and a couple links in the chat, and please have those Q&As coming along.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Melanie Del Carpio Garrett, and I will be talking to you about Santiago Canyon College today. So some top reasons to attend SCC, much like our other partners here, we have free tuition through our Promise SCC Promise Scholarship. It's for first-time, full-time students, regardless of family income, regardless of GPA. Sometimes, you know, we use scholarship and sometimes students are like, oh no, do I have to have a certain GPA? The beauty of community college is this is a place where you can start and really go on any educational journey to achieve your goals. We also have over 221 degree and certificate programs, including 28 associate degrees for transfer, a degree that guarantees transfer to a California State University. We also have comprehensive STEM programs with dedicated counselors and supplemental instructional resources. And also, like other community colleges here, we have a robust honors program, and the benefits of that really do include being able to earn priority consideration or priority admission into some top universities. And by honors program, it doesn't mean you have to have been in the honors as part of high school or even taken AP classes in the past. You can apply for the program while you're in community college if your learning style is more of a dialogue based and you don't really want to do a lot of lectures. A lot of your general education can be through honors program. So it's a really great option, and do not be afraid of the honors word if you didn't even take honors or AP in high school. I would definitely still check this out as a great benefit that you can have. So some other reasons is we have a vibrant student life. We have co-curricular student activities, including student government, clubs, Model United Nations, forensics, and championship athletic teams. What I always tell students here in this slide is that really, I think community college can have a stigma on it at times, and we've created that historically in ways, and it really is college. College is college no matter what choice that you make, and this is the place where you start. And it is what you make of it. College is what you make of it. So if you're going to be the type of student that comes in, drives and parks their car, goes to class, and then takes their stuff and goes back to their car and drive, back home, like that's what you're going to get out of college. And that's regardless of you going to a community college or going to a 4-year, because in my first year of college in general, I wasn't really getting involved. And so I started getting homesick and all these things. So it really doesn't matter. It's really college is what you make of it. And we're here to tell you that community college is a great option and that it is still very much college and you are really investing in yourself for your educational goal. We also have modern campus facilities, so up-to-date library, you can see some pictures there, our library, humanities building, science center, and gym with ample parking as well. I know somebody else mentioned parking is very important, so we have that as well. Okay, so here is just different pathways. So like I said, community college is a beautiful way, and I think honestly it's just underrated in ways because it really is a start and it could be for different pathways. So we have Thomas here who wants to attend a 4-year institution and receive a bachelor's degree. That's what Thomas's goal is, and he's coming into community college with that mindset. Amy is a little bit unsure about what she wants to do after she pursues after high school, but she knows that she wants to pursue some sort of type of higher education. And then we have Celeste, who she knows that she wants to gain some skills really quick so that she can start making that coin and start getting some good salary for herself. Okay, so we're going to go in this next slide and see the different options that they would take. So Thomas is going to look at transfer programs. So across the board, we all have transfer programs, and I know we had many slides from different colleges to talk about that. And so with that, we have transfer admission guarantees. And so just to give you a quick example of my brother, he attended community college and he was able to transfer to UC Berkeley, but he transfer agreement I guess, with UC Davis. So even though he applied to UC Berkeley, his backup for sure was going to be UC Davis. And so that's the beauty of community college. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I love my brother so much, but there is no way his GPA was going to get him to Berkeley right after high school. So the chances of him being able to get into UC Berkeley were so much higher. It was so much support throughout his journey in community college. And not only that, but Berkeley offered him a transfer scholarship from Berkeley, and that was not even based on financial need. It was just based on him being a transfer student. So these are really, really great benefits that can be given through the community college. So Amy is going to look at associate degrees. So those are 2-year degree programs only offered at the community college level. So you won't see that at a UC or a CSU. It's only offered at the community college. That will be based on, they will pick a major, and then they can go into the field of study if they want from there. And it's stackable like another college presented. So if you want to get your associates now, then, a few years later, take that associates to go to a 4-year or complete a bachelor's, you can do that. And then Celeste is going to look into those certificate programs. So certificate programs are usually about 6 months to a year. And these are really, really, again, I feel so underrated, so overlooked sometimes, because a lot of these industries start paying really, really well for only a certificate, which only takes 6 months to a year. And that's something too that we need to highlight with all of our students is nobody's path is the same, and your path is your path, and that is okay. And so these certificate programs are really a great option, because just to give you an example, one of our biggest ones right now is biotech. During the COVID pandemic, a lot of our students were actually creating the COVID test kits. And so with biotech, that's just growing. It was part of making the vaccines. Biotech is involved in shampoo making, makeup making. So a lot of these industries, the starting salary could be up to $65,000 a year for only 6 months to a year of a certificate program, which is free through the Promise Scholarship. So your return on investment is 100%. So that is just something that just to consider if you don't think of, if you're not thinking of going the traditional route, or you're not thinking about going Thomas's or Amy's route. Next slide, please. So we also have priority registration through our early welcome program. So Santiago Canyon College, with the Promise Scholarship, we're not district bound. So that means that we have students from even Corona area that come here. So to get that free tuition, and not only that, but we offer that priority registration for students for 2 years. So what that means is that you're going to be part of a group of students who register before anyone else on our campus. So that is a huge deal, especially if you do not like to have a morning class like I do. I had all my college classes start at 10 a.m. And if you're driving a little bit like a ways away. So some of our Corona students, for example, they pack 2 days of classes throughout the week so that they only come on campus twice a week. So that priority registration gives you that flexibility and the ability to, if you have a solid work schedule that isn't flexible, you can kind of just adjust based on your work schedule. So this is a really, really great benefit. And again, to help you transfer faster if that's your goal. So our application is open. So you can apply today. And then the online orientation or in person, we're unsure yet of how the modality will be, but basically you will complete that orientation. You'll meet with a counselor, and that same day in April or May, you'll register for classes. So you haven't even graduated from high school yet, and you're already registered for your college classes. What a relief. You can enjoy the rest of your spring doing all the activities in your last year of high school. And so then that creates that first year priority registration. And then by attending our Summer Advantage Academy, which is kind of a summer bridge program, you would then earn your second year of priority registration. It's only 1 day. And just by completing those things this next year in the spring and the summer, 1 day in the summer, you completely have 2 years of priority registration, which is a big deal. And then I think that wraps it up. Well,
Melanie, what a way to wrap up this showcase. Thank you so much for that information. I could not agree more that community college is college. And I applaud every single student and parent guardian in this room who is attending tonight to look at what your options are, because you have options, right? And everybody's fit factors are going to be different. Everybody's needs are going to be different. And each of these colleges offers something unique, and they are all within driving distance. So please do your homework, visit these campuses, get to know the schools and what they have to offer. Please remember that financial aid application or California Dream Act application is absolutely essential You must fill that out for the Promise program and to make sure that you're securing financial aid for any of the colleges you're applying to. Please make sure to add your community college of choice to that FAFSA or California Dream Act application to make sure that they're getting your financial information as well, so that you can then qualify for the Promise program, which is not need-based, but they do need you to fill out that financial aid application or California Dream Act. With that, I want to thank all of our absolutely amazing presenters. Please, we have about 5 minutes for Q&A. Use that Q&A function and ask away. They are here to answer your questions. You have experts in the house to support you. So please go ahead and ask any questions that you have. We're going to hang back for a few minutes, definitely. And again, thank you so much for the students and families in here who are with us. We're just so stoked that you're doing your research and you're looking into what your options are, because you definitely have a lot of them. And thank you again to our presenters. That was absolutely amazing. I'm pretty stoked, and I learned something new every single time I hear from each of these schools. Don't be shy, friends. We definitely have a little bit of time. So pop your questions in the Q&A. We can answer live. And if you don't have any questions, you're also welcome to log out for the evening. I know it's about dinner time, and maybe some of you haven't even had a chance to eat yet. So thank you for spending your hump day with us and enjoying this part of the fair. Please look into our additional events for the remainder of the week. And we cannot wait for you to kind of wrap up this year if you're a senior and find the college that best meets your needs. Okay, so good question, actually. So we have a question in the Q&A. So if you're already taking college classes, do you still need to register? So I think this is referring to students who are dual enrolled right now. Correct me if I'm wrong on that question, but I think this is pertaining to students who are currently taking a community college course as a high school student. So do they still need to register? So whoever wants to take that, go for it. And you can unmute and just answer.
So they do need to, because you're not considered a full-time student when you're taking dual enrollment. So it'll be your first time as a full-time student when you're in college. So those 12 units make you considered full-time. So you will need to submit an application as a full-time student. So even though you're dual enrollment, still have the same student ID number and everything like that, but it will definitely need to have your fall 2022 application. Good question.
Thank you. And that applies to a lot of our students. Another question, if I want to transfer, would I need to choose a tag or an ADT now?
I can take that. So you do not. Your tag application is actually going to be submitted about 1 year after. If you're in a traditional 2-year track, you're going to submit it prior to your UC application, just a couple months. So a lot of students get confused. Like you think, oh, a tag application, like, do I need to apply now? The answer is no. You're going to be applying after you've completed 30 units at IVC and you're getting ready to transfer. When you meet with a counselor at any community college, you're going to be able to choose if you want to do tag, ADT, both, none of the above, out to state, whatever it might be. There's so many different options, and we create your academic plans based on all the schools that you're interested in transferring to and applying to.
Thank you for that very comprehensive response, Marcy. All right, really good questions coming in. I think we have time for maybe one more question. So if anybody wants to grab that last question spot, please don't be shy. We want to make sure that we take advantage of all of our expert presenters here tonight. And if you don't have any questions, that's also okay. Everybody will be around. You got everybody's contact information, so please don't be shy and reach out to them. Go to their college days or senior days, right? Take advantage of what they have to offer, do your research, and talk to the Futureology team or your guidance team if you have additional questions. We are here to support you in your journey and in your exploration process. With that, I want to thank all of our amazing reps once again for your time and spending some of your time with our students. We really appreciate all of you and wish you a really happy fall season in your work. And families, have a wonderful evening. We hope to see you at future events. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Good night.